How much control do we truly have over our lives, or is it merely an illusion? This is a question that has puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and curious minds alike for centuries. It is an inherent belief deeply rooted within us that we are the masters of our destiny, that we have the power to shape, mold, and direct our lives to align with our ambitions and dreams. Yet, there's an intriguing psychological concept known as the illusion of control. This idea suggests that we, as individuals, tend to overestimate our ability to control the events that unfold in our lives. We believe that we can steer the ship of our existence, navigating through the tumultuous seas of life with precision and direction. However, this belief may not be as accurate as we think. It's like a mirage in the desert of reality, an illusion that tricks us into believing we have more control than we actually do. But is it really possible that we have less control than we think we do? Psychologists have long been intrigued by this concept of control and its role in our lives. The illusion of control, a term coined by psychologist Ellen Langer in the 1970s, has been a subject of numerous studies. Langer's groundbreaking work focused on our tendency to believe that we can influence outcomes that, in reality, are determined by chance. In her experiments, Langer demonstrated how people often err in their judgment when they perceive a sense of skill or control where none exists. She used lottery games as an example, where players believed they were more likely to win if they picked their own numbers, even though the outcome is purely random. This illusion of control doesn't just apply to games of chance but permeates our everyday decisions and actions. From our career paths to our personal relationships, we often overestimate our ability to shape outcomes. It seems our minds can often trick us into believing we have more influence over events than we actually do. The illusion of control isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be quite beneficial, serving as a powerful motivational force. When we believe we have the reins of control in our hands, we are more likely to set ambitious goals, push our boundaries, and strive for success. This belief can also bolster our self-esteem and foster a sense of optimism, both of which are crucial for mental well-being. However, like all things, it's a double-edged sword. This illusion can lead us to overestimate our abilities, pushing us into risky ventures or unrealistic expectations. We might take on more than we can handle or expect outcomes that are simply not feasible. And when reality doesn't align with our expectations, disappointment and frustration often follow. The illusion of control then is a dance between ambition and realism, between hope and pragmatism. It's a delicate balance between understanding our limits and pushing our boundaries. So, what can we take away from all this? We've explored the fascinating concept of the illusion of control, delving into the science behind it. We've learned that our brains are wired to seek patterns and causality, even when none exist, leading us to believe we have more influence over events than we really do. We've discussed compelling psychological studies that support this illusion, revealing how even our most rational minds can fall prey to this innate human tendency. We've also looked at the implications of this illusion in our lives. It influences our behavior, our decisions, and our reactions to the world around us, often without us even realizing it. So, reflect on your own perceptions of control. Consider how it might be shaping your actions and decisions. Are there areas in your life where you're seeing control where it doesn't actually exist? Remember, understanding our illusion of control might just be the first step towards gaining more control over our lives.